Posterior muscles of the hip and thigh. In this video, we will identify the gluteal muscles in the cat and illustrate the homologous muscles in the human. Identify the hamstring muscles in the cat and illustrate the homologous muscles in the human. And identify the sciatic nerve and its branches, describing the area of innervation of each. First, we'll review the gluteal muscles. To expose these muscles, we will carefully cut through and carefully clean away the dense connective tissue fascia that covers them. The most cranial muscle you will identify is sartorius. This muscle is an anterior compartment muscle. It is presented here to aid with orientation and identification. It is not one of the gluteal muscles. Caudal to the origin of sartorius is the gluteus medius. Just caudal and superficial to gluteus medius is the small gluteus maximus. Note, in the cat, the gluteus maximus is smaller than the gluteus medius. Just caudal to gluteus maximus is the caudofemoralis. And caudal to that is the biceps femoris, the large muscle covering much of the lateral thigh. Biceps femoris will be explored later in this video when we discuss the hamstring group. The last gluteal muscle we will identify is tensor fasciae latae. The tensor fasciae latae arises from the ilium and the surrounding dense fascia and inserts into the broad fascial band covering the lateral thigh, the fascia lata. To review, the muscles of the gluteal group that we have identified are gluteus medius, gluteus maximus, caudofemoralis, the tensor fasciae latae, the sartorius and biceps femoris muscles are identified to help you orient to the position of the gluteal group. The muscles in the cat are homologous to the similarly named muscles in the human. Gluteus maximus and gluteus medius act to extend the thigh at the hip in both cats and humans. There is no homologue for caudofemoralis in humans. The tensor fasciae latae in a human is best demonstrated from an anterior view of the thigh. It inserts into the band of fascia that extends down the lateral thigh to the tibia, the iliotibial tract. The next set of muscles we'll identify are those in the posterior compartment of the thigh, the hamstring muscles. There are 3 individual muscles in this group. All 3 arise from the ischial tuberosity of the hip bone. Biceps femoris covers the lateral surface of the thigh. This is the only hamstring muscle that inserts on the lateral side of the leg. Transecting and reflecting the biceps femoris will expose the remaining 2 hamstring muscles. Free the cranial edge of biceps femoris from the surrounding fascia. Transect the muscle midway down the thigh. Be careful not to cut the sciatic nerve that lies deep to biceps femoris. Now we can view the remaining two hamstring muscles. Semitendinosus, the long, thin muscle, and semimembranosus, the larger, deeper muscle. These two muscles insert on the medial side of the leg. Let's review the muscles of the posterior thigh, the hamstring muscles. Biceps femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus, viewable deep to biceps femoris. These muscles have a similar appearance in humans. All three arise from the ischial tuberosity and extend down the posterior thigh. Biceps femoris inserts laterally. Semitendinosus and semimembranosus insert medially. Semimembranosus is larger and deep to semitendinosus. The large nerve located deep to biceps femoris is the sciatic nerve. This nerve sends branches to the hamstring muscles, innervating these muscles. Just proximal to the knee, the sciatic nerve branches into two named nerves: the tibial nerve, which innervates the muscles in the posterior compartment of the leg, and the common fibular nerve, which runs laterally to innervate the muscles in the lateral and anterior compartments of the leg. Thus, the sciatic nerve innervates the muscles of the posterior thigh, and via its branches, the tibial nerve and the common fibular nerve, it innervates all of the muscles of the leg and foot. Let's review the posterior muscles of the hip and thigh in the cat. The gluteal muscles are the gluteus medius, gluteus maximus, caudofemoralis, and tensor fasciae latte. The hamstring muscles are the biceps femoris, semitendinosus, and semimembranosus. And lastly, the nerves of the posterior thigh and of the leg are the sciatic nerve, tibial nerve, and common fibular nerve.